You want those? Yeah, yeah, you can get those. We went to the I think South Bank. Is that South Bank? No, National Theatre. National Theatre is the name of the building, right? Yeah, National Theatre, one of the halls. And we booked a ticket. It was pretty expensive, but you could just take a box and ask for that for free. You got them for free. Yeah, those glasses. No, I didn't. Like, I didn't take them home. I just got them for the show. I got this extra accessibility service. It's not. I don't own them, but you could. Oh, Michelle, are you thinking the glasses that like generate subtitles when you hear something? No, definitely not talking about that. So what they do is so it is because it's a play, right? So they have a script somewhere, unless it's improvised. I actually asked them how it works. So instead of having someone press through the lines in the script, it does have a system somewhere. I'm not sure in the glasses or like in the server. I assume it's a server somewhere that detects what the actors are saying, and then matches that to the script, and then shows you each line of subtitle automatically. So there are actually lots of times where it's not accurate. It can't follow. For example, if the accents are not able to be recognized by understood by the software, or if they improvise something, then the subtitles are completely they messed up. But otherwise, it's helpful when just once in a while you can't get something. For example, if your English is not very good, because the guy told me, "Oh, don't worry. I mean, your English is more than fine. You understand what they're saying. The accents are not that bad." And I was like, I just want it just in case. I struggle with like audio processing, so this makes it like easier just a little bit. Sometimes I hear all the sounds and I don't hear what they're actually saying. Yeah, it's got a live HUD. Yeah, but it's really cool. You look into it and there's like it's like a HUD. It's like a green text floating in space because of the way there's like little prisms and mirrors in there probably. So it looks like they're floating between you and in the stage. You would have assumed it was manual, like teleprompter. Yeah, I thought it was manual as well, but no, it wasn't. Someone told me. Those must be expensive. Yeah, it is an accessibility feature that you can get at the National Theatre without having to pay for it. It's just you just ask for it. In Prague's operas, they give everyone a screen in front of the seat that shows subtitles in Czech and maybe a language of choice. Yeah, surtitles. So in some operas, you get them in like entertainment system on a plane. So like in front of you on the seat, or some of them have like giant subtitle screens like on top of the stage or like on the sides. I guess it doesn't work for European languages. In Hong Kong, you sometimes see them on the sides because you can like write Chinese vertically. So that works. Yeah, I think I'm more used to the stuff that's like, because it's surtitle because it's on top of the stage, right, as opposed to like on the bottom. So I like having those. Hong Kong people love having subtitles everywhere, so I guess that's part of why. Because nobody ever complains about seeing subtitles, so they just put them there for everyone to see. Whereas, I don't know, in the Anglophone world, people would be like, "All right, the subtitles getting in the way or like distracting or whatever," so they can't have it for everyone. But yeah, obviously the Hong Kong way is better. Just put subtitles on all the time, please. It is also more accessible for everyone. Shout out to my APD. Yay! My APD girlies. There we go. Finally, we got someone in the chat. Anyone else? We're happy to not commiserate, but like, so what verb would use to be with like solidarity? I think that was a thing that has happened before, where when in German you have solidarisch, that the adjective, so like having a feeling of solidarity. Whereas in English, that doesn't exist. You can't have an adjective from solidarity. Solidaric. Or no. But in German, you have solidarisch. Tibbetts and Nye with his dad got me choked up. Yeah, I know. I want to see it again. I want to see it online. I haven't. I could probably subscribe or something. I don't like having to subscribe to things. You're slightly lagging. There's a Wi-Fi issue on my end. What with the vertical one on the side? Paratitles? No idea. But I guess the surtitle thing doesn't necessarily mean it's on top as well, because I'm not quite sure. Like when I first learned about the word surtitle, it felt natural that it was on top. But sometimes I see, like, for example, let's say someone's on the stage and then there's like a little machine on the floor of the stage that shows subtitles, shows transcriptions, and that's also called surtitles, I think. So it's not about being on top per se, but like in front. Maybe that means in front. But subtitles is not behind. Subtitles is just on the screen. So it's a convention. It's not literal. Stand in solidarity. Yeah, cool. That sounds too drastic though. It feels like a world-changing event. Oh, we're standing in solidarity with the protesters or whatever. One of the ones at the Opera House are actually on a stand in front of in front of your specific seat. Oh, wait, a stand? What? I've also seen the ones from like deaf influencers in America, where they give you like a big machine that attaches to like the what do you call that? Armrest? Yeah, armrest. In like a cinema, they attach to the armrest and then you can see subtitles here. Still a bad solution. You know, hot take, I feel like subtitles should be everywhere all the time. Hot take, you know, I would love to export that culture to the world. By the way, chat, do you know that I've done a talk about subtitles in Hong Kong? If you don't know, I think it's a very good talk. You can go to my playlists on this channel. I've linked it in my playlists. It is a talk for the Polyglot Gathering online, and that was the first time I've done a talk at the Polyglot events. A Polyglot Gathering anyway, because I'd done the Edinburgh one before that. Yeah. I think it's a very good talk. It's very comprehensive and informative. Solidary? Solid. Maybe just solid. I'm solid. Oh, that guy's solid. There's a screen in front of every seat. So like an airplane. When the boomers die off, we'll all have subtitles everywhere. Don't speak too soon. That's too optimistic. But hopefully. Because that's what they say, right? Because the Gen Zs, or Zs, I guess, they love to watch Netflix with subtitles on all the time. Because of sound mixing, also because I guess they're distracted or something. That's what the news reports say. But either way, the outcome is maybe we can normalize putting subtitles on, and hopefully we'll have them everywhere. I feel like with AI these days, AI speech to text should be so much better. Deaf people should be having huge quality of live. I think probably because the ones on YouTube are decent. Like even Cantonese on YouTube has transcriptions now. Like they can that. Sometimes I feel like that might take away some of the value of our podcast's Patreon, because I spend a lot of time writing the transcripts for our podcast episodes, but at the same time, it's not good. But at least it exists. So like, if you watch stuff in Cantonese on YouTube, you can get automatic subtitles. It's just really meh. It exists. It'll get better, but it's like eh. There should be subtitles where they need it as a standard, not as a special treatment or extra, but because of benefit. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that should be default. Literacy in children is declining. That would help as well. Yeah, because people don't. I don't know. Like we just read all the time. Like even when we're watching YouTube videos, watching television, watching movies. And also I'm basically covering parts of that talk. So go to that talk after you watch this. But basically, so quite often the subtitles on television would be in standard written Chinese. So it's really good training for you to like do the translation between Cantonese and like standard written Chinese. It's like you're thinking in two languages at once. And people just do that automatically. What do you use to translate the browser? I just use the browser function, and it's not amazing. It's okay. As I said, there's problems, but I'm on my browser is Vivaldi now. Many reasons for that, but I kind of enjoy it. I like Vivaldi. I like that it's called Vivaldi. But the point is, it apparently uses obsługiwane przez Lingvanex na serwerach Vivaldi. So it's their own service using this service called Lingvanex, if you know that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how good it is. It's not Google, that's what I know. We've always had subtitles because my grandpa was deaf. See? That's good training and also good access. Lots of things are originally intended for accessibility for disabled people become beneficial. I know. Because accessibility is accessibility. I feel like we've talked about this before on stream. We've talked about accessibility, but yeah, accessibility is accessibility. It makes life easier for everyone. I think the one YouTube uses is whatever is cheapest. They're doing en masse. I'm sure there's better ones. Like, for example, for the podcast, the way I do it is I use OpenAI Whisper. A certain version, like something derived from OpenAI Whisper, to transcribe my podcasts into Cantonese, because Whisper doesn't do Cantonese. It does Cantonese, but it transcribes it into standard written Chinese, so it includes translation. Whereas this derivative one, it writes Cantonese, and then I have to do a lot of like proofreading and changing, adding. It's very imperfect, so I still have to spend hours doing that, but it helps a lot. So that one is definitely miles ahead of what YouTube has. But I think they could improve it very quickly, because I mean Google Translate has Cantonese now as well, and they're investing lots of money into the
P0BLWC Guider Profid thumbs up.
I don't even know what word was pronounced as what, but diolch yn fawr poblwch, bydd e'n trio fy ngorau. Diolch yn fawr. All they're saying. So yeah, with the amount of money that they're putting into machine learning / AI, I hope that at least part of that will go into things like transcription rather than just chatbots, so everyone actually gets to benefit from it. Do I study at Delft? No, I don't. Why does everyone think I live in the Netherlands? You try the translation plugins on Netflix? I'm so sussed by some of these AI tools. Language Reactor, I think that's okay. I think it probably uses Google Translate or something. I haven't used these Netflix extensions for a while. I should be watching more TV as language learning, but partly because I've been focused on Welsh for a while, so it's mostly on Ysbyddyleg, and I don't get to use these extensions with that. And I can already understand Welsh pretty well. Don't want spyware on my PC. Access should be standard. I'm sure you have a rant to go on up with. We can do that. Let's get some drinks, and then you can go on a rant. Hopefully, but I honestly don't have much for it. Remember, BSL got rejected. I know it's. Oh, I could do that for my level 3 presentation. It went straight to using AI for BSL. What the actual fuck? No, you're kidding me. What? Send me something. I didn't know that happened. That is crazy. I hate that so much. I could do a presentation on that. I could do a video on that. So for those who are not in the know, I'm studying level 3 in BSL, British Sign Language now. Part of the exam is to do a presentation which involves some sort of research. And I thought about using some of my ideas for YouTube videos in my presentation, or vice versa. I could do a presentation about the BSL GCSE and then make a YouTube video about it. Maybe. Especially when a particular issue pisses me off, I will have lots of... I have extra motivation to make videos about it. And you've seen like some videos where I just go on a rant, or like something just really ticks me off, and then like, oh, I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to do lots of research just to spite someone. I'm honestly so heartbroken. Yeah. It is annoying when the whole, like, they were promised that, like, the government said, oh yeah, let's get the ball rolling, let's make a GCSE in BSL, and then the boards were like, nope, can't do that, sorry, difficult. I didn't know until that point that they have like different private exam boards. That's crazy. Why would you have a private exam board for your public exams? Why is it not under the government? Same way you use it with spoken language, lots of data. Yeah, I've seen some services doing AI for like sign language. I don't know how good it can get. Some aspects of sign language cannot be like directly interpreted as just meaning, because there's parts of it that's like acting. England doesn't even have a BSL Act. Really? How are you, Georgiana? Good to see you again. It sounds like I'm doing another Churchill impression. Georgiana. Sorry. We were doing that earlier. Probably you were not around when we did that. Signaps does machine translation. Should I? Okay, you know what? I'll finish this test and then we'll look at that. We'll take a look at that. I saw a lot of social media for some new companies looking to cash in making AI BSL translation services, but all of them found developing without deaf community. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? I mean, with the state of the tech bros, with the way they do things, with of course they don't understand culture. What they all they understand is the money, right?